Guys, I have a bad friend. This my friend, she has such a bad mouth. So the other day I was telling her how I was so bored and she told me if you're that bored, go and make moi moi from scratch. Well, I guess I took it quite literally. Anyway, here I am taking you through the process of how I made moi moi, which is also called beans pudding from scratch. So for this recipe, I used black-eyed pea, the regular beans. I soaked it overnight and so here I'm trying to separate the chaff from the actual part of the bean that I want to use. Growing up, just like most people, I did not like this part of making moi moi. My mom would always get us on Saturdays to come and wash beans, and I would always just ask her, why can't we just buy the ones that are already cleaned or get the flour or something? And she would always say, I don't like it, I prefer this one. So when I eventually became older, one day I went to the supermarket and I saw bean flour and I bought it home, and my mom was like, okay, let's make it. And then we made it. Tell me why at the end of the day, this moi moi came out tasting like soup. Yes, it tasted like bar soup. And ever since that day, my mom laughed at me and said, now you know why I don't buy already processed moi moi powder. Anyway, guys, I continue to wash my bean, making sure that the chaff is well separated from the core of the beans. And here, there's a technique you can use to save time when doing this. The technique is to add lots of water, making sure that the chaff comes to the top and the actual juicy part of the beans goes behind. Then you sieve it carefully. That way, you're able to minimize the number of good content that goes into the chaff. So it saves you time from, trying to now pick out that. So I continue to do this carefully sheet until the chaff was well separated from the actual beans that I wanted. If you like to buy the ones that are already picked, it's good. But if you like the powdered form, it's also nice. But personally, on this day, I just wanted to make mine from scratch. Now that my beans is perfectly clean, let's proceed to prepare the protein. So here are some my already washed mackerel fish. I added basic seasonings such as salt, some bouillon, which is also called Maggi, grinded pepper, a form of dehydrated, grinded chili pepper. I stirred that, and on the flip side, I added more seasoning to it, making sure that my protein is well infused with seasoning. I'm going to be frying part of this for a different meal, but for this moi moi, I steamed some of my already seasoned mackerel fish. I proceeded to add some more seasoning. Then to my already washed beans, I added some onion, red onion. For your beans, you have to add enough onion because it helps with the flavor. Then I added one whole bell pepper, which I'm shredding. There's habanero pepper. I proceed to debone my mackerel fish because I'm going to be adding this inside of the moi moi. I deboned it carefully. Then I went ahead to blend a combination of my beans, all of my ingredients, and then stock that I used from boiling the fish, and as well as some bouillon. I grinded this, making sure it came to very smooth consistency into my bowl. And I tasted it to see if it needed further adjusting. Then I decided to go in with some more bouillon. So this is very important. Because I've already blended my beans, crushing bouillon into it is not safe because it may introduce lumpy bouillon. So you want to dissolve that bouillon in water like I did there. And I further adjusted it, stirred it, tasted it, and here I think I was very okay with it. Then I added some groundnut oil into the beans paste. I went in with my already deboned mackerel fish, stirred that a bit more, and then I decided to use my electric whisk just to give it that fluffy nature. So I used my cooking pouch for making this moi moi. As you can see, I went in by pouring the moi moi into the cooking pouch, and to each cooking pouch, I added one whole egg. I did the same for other three. I think I did 4 cooking pouches of moi moi. I added 1 egg to each one of them. And then I proceed to seal it. You have to make sure that you seal this properly so it doesn't spill when you're boiling it. So to this final one, if you can see, I sealed it, but I didn't do it properly and it opened up. Imagine if that happened in your pot. So you want to make sure you're very thorough when sealing this. I proceed to put all the pouches into the pot and I introduced some water. So make sure that your water gets to the mid-level, not more than mid-level, so it doesn't go into the pouch. Then I hit that. So here the moi moi is ready and I'm about to serve it with some gari, which is also called cassava flakes. So here you can see I cut it open and I love how soft my moi moi is. I served this with coleslaw. Please let me know in the comment section if you're going to try this recipe or if there's a special recipe that you'd like to share with the rest of us. Thank you.